police are getting violent everywhere. They're getting incredibly violent in Holland.
Ze hebben nogal haast. Mijn excuus, dit zijn oudere mensen die met de knuppel worden verslagen.
And that's the sort of thing, I mean, this is sort of stuff we used to see from old films of World War II. I mean, this is when you know you're living in a fascist society, folks, when you got giant cowards in uniform throwing old women to the ground. Not caring at all about beating up old women. I mean, it's ridiculous, folks. And they're all cowards, they're gutless cowards, these people. Run around in Kevlar beating up people, you know, wearing body armour to beat up people. You know, the police, you know, I'm sure there's some good ones in there, but they get into that club and they all start behaving the same. And it's just crazy. The police in Victoria are just still being incredibly violent, and it's happening not just in Victoria, anywhere where people are being seen to break the lockdown rules. The police are being violent. And in Greece, they've got up to life imprisonment if you break coronavirus quarantine rules, if you break the lockdown rules, break social distancing guidelines. You like the way they've done that, folks? Remember, it was just 2 weeks of staying at home to flatten the curve, and now it's turned into life imprisonment if you don't do what you're told. Incredible how that works, isn't it? Putting everything down as COVID deaths, and it's remarkable that people just accept this. I mean, we've got our politicians themselves in all countries now, in the United States, in England, here in Australia, all saying that it doesn't really matter what you die of. If you test positive for COVID, then we're going to put you down as a COVID death.
Is there a complexity to verifying the actual cause of death? Mortality?
Not necessarily. So for deaths from coronavirus, anyone who's a confirmed case who dies is classified amongst coronavirus deaths. So it doesn't have to be definitively from coronavirus. And in some instances, in aged care, there would have been some residents who were already receiving palliative care who became infected with coronavirus. So it's not definitive about whether they've died with or from coronavirus. I think it's fair to say that coronavirus is a very serious infection in anyone in aged care, but for classification purposes and reporting purposes, that's the definition.